Okay, so Palooza started unofficially in 1989 when a couple of my buddies and I, who had old air-cooled Porsches, 914s and 911s that we had built ourselves. My dad was an old Jaguar mechanic, and he helped all of the neighborhood kids that had bought a Porsche back then.
So it was you and who else in '89 started?
Me and two guys. So a guy named Heath Wagner and a guy named Terry Blanton. They're here at this event.
Okay.
And Terry hasn't been here. I haven't seen Terry in 30 or 25 years, and he just showed up yesterday. So this is all new for him also. So when it was just us, we were driving from Van Buren to Eureka Springs over the Boston Mountains on the old Highway 71, and it was just us three. And we would drive to all the local restaurants or, where the local scene, and cruise around and think how awesome our cars were. They were not awesome at all. In fact, mostly they didn't run, and we worked on them all the time to keep them running. But we thought we were cool.
So what car did you have at that time?
I had a 67 911 that my dad had brought home from an insurance salesman in boxes. So he helped me build that, and that was my first car.
Okay.
Heath was in a 70 914, and my buddy Terry was in a 71 911T.
Okay.
So we drove over with our cars, running as best they could. We weren't really that knowledgeable at the time. But we had great memories and great times driving up here on these roads, going to wherever we went to eat, and then hanging out in the parking lot, talking about how cool our cars were, until like 2 in the morning, and then we would drive back. And so this went on for several years. Sometimes there'd be 4 cars, 5 cars, 3 cars, 5 cars, and then in 2005, I was a member of PCA, and we did have a local club. And we decided to invite the local Porsche club to come. We didn't have a website or internet or any of that thing, and we just sent out some flyers. We actually physically mailed some things and invited the local Porsche club to come. I myself called the Porsche dealership in Tulsa and said, I'm doing this Porsche event. Would you like to donate anything for door prizes or come over and sponsor anything like that, not knowing at all what I was doing or if I was overstepping my bounds or any of those types of things. Turns out I was a little bit, but there was a lady there that was just super nice, and she sent over a brand new Boxster in 2005 and left it with me. Just some guy that had called. Now she knew I was in the Porsche club, but I wasn't anywhere, I was 2 hours from Tulsa. So we had a car, and we had some t-shirts made up. I think we had like 20 t-shirts made, and we had some handouts for anybody that showed up, and we sat at the hotel waiting to see who was going to show up.
And so what was on the t-shirts? Was it like Palooza or was it PCA?
It was something really fantastic. It was a